Did you know some of the most incredible stories in history never made it into the textbooks? Women who commanded ships, solved crimes with feathers, and changed the world, all while the world wasn't watching. This Women's History Month, we're heading to the Sacramento Public Library to uncover the hidden stories you never learned in school, because sometimes the best stories aren't in the history books. They're in the library waiting to be found. Here to guide us through the stacks is Brenda Wells, adult material selector for the Sacramento Public Library. Welcome back, Brenda.
Thank you.
Yes, okay, so Brenda, Women's History Month is all about uncovering the stories that sometimes didn't make it into the textbooks. So do you have a hidden gem you'd love to share with us?
Oh, I have lots of hidden gems I'd love to share with you, because I really love history, especially women's history, because so many women accomplished amazing things we never hear about. For example, Mary Ann Patton, who we hear about in The Sea Captain's Wife by Pilar Mazzeo.
Yes.
And in 1856, her husband was the captain of a ship that was sailing from New York to San Francisco, all the way around the tip of South America. Unfortunately, he became deathly ill while on this trip, and the crew was ready to mutiny. But Mary Ann, just 19 years old, newly pregnant, stepped into the breach and convinced the men to follow her. And she led them on a tremendous journey with amazing obstacles, including a gale that lasted for 18 days.
Wow.
And she brought them safely to San Francisco, to the port, making her the first woman to command a merchant vessel. And so this wasn't, you hear about her story, but then the story continues about the rest of her life, because one incident does not a life make. You get to hear the fullness and richness of her life. It's a fantastic book.
All right, we love the women empowerment, and there's a little reference to Bay Area, San Francisco.
Yes,
so we
in the
gotta
gold
check
rush.
that out. And we hear a lot about women in arts and literature, but what about women in science? Any picks for us there?
Oh, yes. The Feather Detective by Chris Sweeney is about the amazing Roxy Laybourne, who just pioneered the field of forensic ornithology at the Smithsonian Institution, where she began working in 1944. And what this meant was that she was able to determine the bird from a single feather. She could tell who it came from. And this made her incredibly valuable as an expert witness for the FAA when it came to bird strikes on planes. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service consulted her for poaching cases, and the FBI consulted her for criminal cases as well. And she did this all while the men in power continually tried to force her out because they were jealous of her notoriety. So she was a tremendously unique personality who led an amazingly unique career doing really interesting things. I learned so much while reading her book.
Okay, you're giving us the goods. And then for those of us who prefer fiction, are there novels that creatively bring these overlooked stories to life, Brenda?
Oh my goodness, yes. Unfortunately, I can only talk about one of them today. So I chose The Keeper of Lost Children by Sadika Johnson, which is based on real life experiences and a little known aspect of World War II, which was the number of mixed race children who were abandoned in Europe after the war. And the story is told in three different timelines. In 1948, a GI is forced by the army to leave his new family behind. Then in 1950, a woman discovers a number of these children at an orphanage and dedicates her life to finding them new homes in the U.S. Then in 1965, a young teenage girl begins to wonder about her history when she hears the German language and understands it. Yeah, so all three of these stories interconnect and intertwine in a truly vivid tale that is about resilience, it's about love, and it's about the hidden aspects of history.
That last one I think I'm gonna have to check out for myself.
Oh, yes.
And before we let you go real quickly, what if someone's feeling inspired and they want to tell their own story? How can the library help them get started?
We can help them in so many different ways. And of course, we have a number of books, but we also have online writing workshops through Gale courses. And we have a couple of different services that connect you with local independent authors and can even help you publish your own book. Biblioboard Library is available through our website, and the Indie Author Project is also available. It'll help you connect you to those other local Sacramento authors. And the Indie Author Project has a contest coming up on April 1st that local indie authors can enter for a chance to win a cash prize and a chance to promote your library book at libraries around the the U.S.
I mean, I asked for resources and you gave us plenty.
Yes.
So people can tell their stories. Brendel, thanks for coming on.
My pleasure.
Yes, and to our viewers, for more information, visit saclibrary.org.